My name is Mike Hernandez, and I'm just a regular dude who is passionate for adventure. Come along with me as I share my experiences and lessons I learn along the way. Oh, as long as it's in a Jeep. Oh, and one more thing. Family isn't an important thing, it's everything. Welcome to the channel, guys. As always, I'm your host, Mike Hernandez. We're coming to you from inside the garage today. We have not debuted this machine yet, but it's definitely in the works. I'm working on like 3 different projects right now. But I wanted to show you something that I think is pretty cool, kind of a shift in some of the stuff that I'm learning. We will get into the other projects in a later video, but today you may notice I have a bag slung across my chest here. This is the Viktos brand, just like the title says, Upscale Sling. And what's great about this, it's something that I'm trying. I typically don't and haven't actually ever in the past carried off body, and this new bag, an offering by Viktos, is something that I believe is going to be a permanent solution to me during these summer months as well as in the future. Here is typically what I wear as I am in public. Nothing high speed, just something comfortable. I got my Nikes on, a pair of joggers, just a regular t-shirt. I believe this was a BC Racing coilovers shirt. Shout out to BC Racing for sending this to me. We got some things that worked with them. We'll talk about another time. And then, you know, baseball cap. This one is my Multicam Black Footcraft Survival hat. To me, this is not high speed. I'm just wearing a Casio G-Shock, right? In my mind, the gray man philosophy is still being met here, especially living in Arizona, to where, you know, we're not highly sensitive or oversensitive to, you know, like wearing a hat with a flag or something on it. I'm not doing that now, but those things are very common here is the point I'm trying to make. So this is a little more gray man for where I'm located in here in Arizona. We're a constitutional carry state. And because of that, I believe we have somewhere around 90% carry. But the reason why I'm saying that is because this off-the-body carry is another option that I think you should look into, especially if your wardrobe is going to change coming out of winter, spring, and then into the summertime. Here in Arizona, it's still really beautiful. It's still about 72 degrees, 75 degrees, and it will be for the next couple months. But as soon as we start getting into the summer months, June, July, in August, we're gonna hit triple digits. My clothing will stay typically a t-shirt, some shorts, you know, some sandals or some Nike still. And what happens is it becomes a little more difficult for me to carry concealed with clothing like this. So what's the solution? Well, we can take it to a bag or a sling in this case, something super small and lightweight that just goes with me everywhere. That's really the idea with off-the-body carry. Another thing too is if you're not comfortable carrying, let's say appendix or concealed, this is probably going to be an option for you. Another example is when I go to the gym and let's say I'm just wearing a pair of basketball shorts or joggers, right? Something like it's cotton with a shirt, and I'm running around in the gym. I don't want a gun that's going to be just even in the back of my mind or thinking about it when I'm trying to accomplish, you know, some level of fitness. Off the body carry is great because all your stuff can go into a bag and you just carry it around with you and you don't have to worry about it. So clothing, the climate, temperature, you know, where are you located, all those things come into play. Obviously, if it's freezing cold and you're wearing layers upon layers and you carry appendix and, you know, that's the way you do it, totally fine. But here, as we shed away those winter clothing options into something, you know, that can breathe, because it's going to be 118 degrees here in the state, this becomes a little more practical for what we're trying to accomplish here. So without further delay, let's get into what's in the bag. So at the top of the Upscale Sling bag, you can see here, it has a little patch panel section for it that you can attach patches if you need to. I don't like to run anything there at the moment. That might change. But when you open the first zipper at the very top of it, it has a section here for sunglasses. I don't wear sunglasses. I probably need to get some reading glasses here because I am getting a little older, long in the tooth, so to speak. Here, I just have some chapstick that I can grab pretty easily, and that's what I have in the sunglass portion of this bag. So moving along to the front face of it, you can see here it's got a very easy zipper down, and what I have here is my everyday stuff. I typically don't carry this much on me. It's just I sold some stuff, so that's why it's in there. Driver's license was in the middle of that with my debit card, and that's it. And then I will also carry my truck key. Now what's great about the newer model vehicles is all I need to do is have this key on me, and I can lock the vehicle without pressing buttons, just as long as it's there. I can exit the vehicle, it'll lock, walk up to it, touch it, it'll unlock as long as the key is with me. So that's really great with the new modern tech, that I can just leave it in this bag and we're good to go there. So that's it in that front facing pouch. We close that, we come into one of the bigger compartments here that you sling open, and this has some more pretty important stuff. Let me see if I can show this to you. I am going to start pulling everything out and then show you everything after, but you can see how I access it here. These are the things that are inside of it. So at the very front, I have my CRKT knife here, and this is a assisted open, so you can, let me see if I can do it on camera with this weird angle. You just tap it and assist, and you're there. The Hisatsu, I believe is how you pronounce that. It's a folder, and then it's got a little lock here, and on your pointer that you access at the same time, and then you can close it, and that's just directly in there. So after that, I have a little Streamlight light. You guys have seen this on my other videos. Like I said, I have several of these. They go with me everywhere. What's great about this is I can retrieve it from the bag, stick it in my right pocket if I need to, and it'll be easy access there. A couple lumens with that. I don't remember how many they are, but I'll write it here on the screen so you guys have accurate information. The next one is a little bit bigger in the lumens department. This is a Surefire light. It's got two modes. There's the bright, there's a lower setting. Obviously it's always good to have light, especially when it's nighttime, in your bag. So what's great is it has these little like spandex almost section on the backside that's sewn in, so you can put things like that clip in, and then we'll easily be able to retrieve when you need it. A pen, because you always need a pen. Towards the back here, I have a Neo Mag. If you guys have seen on my other videos, this is in my left pocket, and a 9mm Glock 19 mag, or even a 9mm Glock 43 will also fit in this, and then all you'll see is the clip and then the top of the magazine. So I have this in here in the event that I do want to go on body. I can just put that in my pocket and I'll have an extra mag. At the same time, I also have my Fieldcraft Survival appendix holster. It's a minimalist setup, and that's in there for when I need it. So this little section here, like I said, is more of like a little stretchy spandex material that you can do whatever you need to, magazines, what have you. That's the way I have it set up. Now at the very top, I have this a little more accessible. This is, like you guys all know, a cat tourniquet, and it's available for me straight off the top. Next we get into it, I have a Rats. And there is a reason why I have a Rats tourniquet in here. This thing does tend to get a little bit of hate, or maybe a lot of hate depending on where you see it. But the reason why I carry this in parallel to this is because this is for me or someone else, an adult, that I will go to first and foremost. But if there is an animal that needs it, or for example, our home, I have small children, this is going to work better. So I have two for the different needs, and that's why I carry it in that manner. I also have a Fieldcraft Survival, the BHRK, which is your basic hemorrhaging response kit. It's got rolled gauze, quick clot, it's got a trauma dressing, it's got tape and gloves. So this is definitely something that you want to look at if you're interested in having just a real basic hemorrhaging response kit in your bag. It's small, you saw how it fits in there, and it's good to work in conjunction with those tourniquets. I also have a chest seal here. This is a vented chest seal and one of those in case I need it. And that should be it. I'm just looking to see if anything fell, and that's what's inside the main compartment. So as we move this direction, I am accessing the bag here when it's on my body, but it's easier for me to show you in this configuration. So when we access here, we can swing this open and you can see the inside compartment the way I have it set up. I have 2 extra mags and then my firearm. So we'll go ahead and pull my Glock 43, move the bag over so you guys can see it, remove the mag. It is clear. We've confirmed it is clear, and it will stay here on the bag, on the table. So I have one handgun in, then you can see it's got hook and loop or Velcro on both sides, and then there's sewn in Velcro on each side, and that's the way it works. So this is the holster slash sleeve that comes with the Viktos Sling, my Glock 43 subcompact, and you can see here how nicely that fits inside the sling. Now, a Glock 19 with the Surefire XC1B does not. So what we can try and do is, let's see if we can take this off. Okay. And it does fit. It does fit inside the sleeve. So just something to consider if you are looking at this bag. A Glock 19 will fit. This will not though. This will stick outside of the bag unless you give it a pretty flat angle. For me though, I'll continue to run the Glock 43. And then I have extra mag holders in there with 2 extra mags that I need to change the base plates, but that's a different conversation. And that is the entirety of this bag. If you're just like me, like to be comfortable, you know, dressed this way, this is probably a good addition for you. It does come in 2 colors, this black and also a green. Hope you liked the video, fam. Make sure you take a look at Viktos brand for this upscale sling, and I will catch you on the next one.